Yeah, Jishan, I'm going to record in the session and I will send to you.
Okay, I'm very sorry about this.
No problem.
That's fine.
Yeah. So what we are discussing, Mandir? What is the last topic we discussed?
Um, Fiscal year variance, I think.
Right. We discussed about fiscal year variance, right?
Yeah.
So next topic is field status variant.
Okay.
So see here, let us take an example. I'm going to post I'm going to post one transaction which is relevant to the bank account. I'm going to post one bank account posting. Okay.
Okay.
So either debit entry or credit entry. I'm going to post like this. So if you want to post this transaction in SAP, we have to fill 70 fields. How many fields we have to fill? Total for debit entry, we have to fill total 70 fields. As well as same for credit entry also, we have to fill total 70 fields.
70 fields. We have to create that many fields?
No, not a create, already created. SAP. In SAP already
Okay.
created. We have to
We have to fill those?
fill these
Oh,
70
okay.
fields. As a end
Okay.
user, have to fill 70 fields. Total how many fields we have to fill? 140. For for one transaction, we have to fill 140 fields here. For one transaction, one single transaction.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
it's not working. Practically it is not possible. Why? Because filling of 140 fields for one transaction is not at all possible for end user. So that's why in SAP they are going to dividing all the 70 fields into three different categories. Let us see how they create it. See, all the 70 fields they are going to divide it into three different categories. First one is suppress mode, and second one is optional entry, and third one is required entry. Suppress mode, optional, and required. Let us see here. So as a bank account posting, what are the fields not required? In your opinion, what are the fields are not required? Let us take quantity field. Am I right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Quantity field is not required, as well as quality fields also not required, right? Quantity and
Mhm.
quality are not required. And what are the required entry fields for bank account posting?
Amount.
Amount field, bank charges, right?
Yeah.
And then
Interest.
interest is not mentioned there. Interest will be calculated automatically. That is a different
Oh,
topic.
okay.
Here I'm asking fields. What are the fields we have to mention? Let us take here bank charges we mentioned, right? Check numbers,
Yeah.
something like that. And optional entries. So let us assume that I'm going to mention business area as a optional entry. So like this, all the 70 fields we are going to kept in these three different things. For example, in suppress mode I put 60 entries, and in optional I can use 5 entries, and in required I can mention 5 entries. So like this, all the 70 fields we are going to categorize it into these different things: suppress mode, optional entry, and required entry. And this is we call it as a one field status group. This one, this all the 70 fields we created, and this one we call it as a one field status group. Field status group for all the bank accounts. Got it? All the bank accounts. This is called as a one field status group, and this field status group we are going to assign to different types of bank GL accounts. For example, while we are creating the bank accounts, while we are creating GL accounts,
Mhm.
I created, for example, Bank of America. So for the Bank of America, I'm going to assign this field status group. For ICICI, I created one account. Same field status group I can assign. So this effect is at posting. Once we are going for the posting, as a debit entry or credit entry, any entry, once we mention the Bank of America or once we mention ICICI Bank, either get debit entry as a debit entry or credit entry. If we mention Bank of America or ICICI Bank, we can see only 5 optional entries, and we can see only 5 required entries. See, optional entries means we just seen that fields here and filling the data is an optional. And required entry means we can see these fields also, but we have to fill the data.
Yeah.
So there is a connection. First we can create it here the field status groups, and these field status groups we are going to assign to different types of things like bank accounts or material accounts, reconciliation accounts like this, and this impact is at postings.
Okay.
I got an idea about this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Then we can see one more example. Then we can get easy understanding now. We can get a perfect understanding now. Let us take one more example for material accounts. Let us take material accounts. So in material accounts, just tell me what are the fields not required here. Material point of view. Material points of view. Let us assume that bank charges is not required, right? Am I right? In material postings, any material accounts
Mhm.
posting.
Yeah.
And optional entry is our optional. We can just mention anything. I'm also mentioning business area also. Same optional entry here. And what are the fields required
Quantity.
entry? Yes, exactly. Quantity and quality fields. So this is one more field status group. This is one more field status group. Let us assume that field status group 2. And this field status group we can assign to material GL accounts. Okay. This field status group we can assign to material GL account, and once we are posting any debit entry or credit entry for material accounts, we can see quantity and quality fields and this business area fields we can see there. And filling the data is, for optional entry it's an option, but required entry we have to mention the data. Without mentioning any data in required entry, the posting will not be possible. Clear about this?
Yeah.
So no problem. Once we are going for the customization, we can get one idea about that. So here the transaction code for creating field status variant. See, variant in the sense of we are going to create in different types of groups. Okay, that all the groups we call it as a one variant. The groups, all the groups we call it as a one variant. Under the variant, we can create the different types of groups. Let us see. The transaction code is OBC4. So here go for OBC4 is a transaction code. Let us see here. SAP is already provided predefined groups. Already provided. Okay, 48 field groups are provided. Let us see what are those. Select 1000 ideas group, double click on field status groups. So these are the groups already provided by the SAP. Let us see here. We discussed about bank accounts, right? Let us see bank account.
Yeah.
G005 is the field status group. Double click on the bank accounts. See, in general data, see, 3 fields are in optional entry and remaining fields they kept as a suppressed one. In predefined one and already existing one. This is given by the SAP, right? It's by default comes with the SAP. So we can change this one. For example, if you want to mention text field as a required entry, we can mention it. Then while we are posting the bank account posting, this text field we can see it as a required entry. If you mention it as the optional entry, we can see the text field, but mentioning the data is an option. Got it?
Yes, but so you said that when you say 170 fields.
Yes. How many fields here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fields here. And second,
Okay.
additional additional account assignment. Here we have some fields.
Oh.
And here, material management fields. We have some fields here. See, these
So
all
these
are
are all for one. These
one
are all for one.
one group. Yeah. Same.
What is the group name again? Where do we see the group name?
G005
Oh,
for bank account.
G00.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same groups are there for each and every group, but the assignment will be different. For example, for bank accounts, the bank charges will be required entry. And for material accounts point of view, this may be a optional entry or it may be a suppressed one like this. But the fields are the same. Same fields we can see. Let us see here.
Oh.
For material accounts, see. For in material point of view, this vendor goods movements and purchase are these things are important. So that's why they put it as a optional entry. Okay.
Yeah.
Additional account assignment. See, they don't need the material. They need the material number. So that's why they are mentioning in a optional entry. And
I don't see any required entry.
so, yeah, if you want to put a required entry, you can mention it. See, quantity field. If you want to mention as a required entry, we can mention it. Quantity is
Okay.
a required, right?
Yes. So so this is given by SAP. Now, if
This
we
is
want to create our own, then you see. So say let's in this example, you said quantity is required field. Now, how do we go and save it?
yes, we can just do that and we can go for save. We just
Okay.
take it as a required entry and we can save it.
Okay. So you
But
save it.
actually, see, this is given by the SAP. So many people are
Okay.
using this. So
Uh-huh.
as per their requirements, they are going to changing that one. So it is better to copy for our requirement. Okay. Same settings we can copy to our company code and we can do modifications as per our requirement.
Oh, okay.
Without
So
going
you're
for
gonna keep just the copying part afterwards.
right.
Okay.
Without going for creating these 48 groups, it's not
Uh-huh.
possible, right? We have to create 48 groups and we have to mention for each and every group 70 fields as a different things. So it's not possible. So that's why simply we can copy this one. And if you want to do any modifications, we can do later.
Oh, okay.
See, select 1000 and click on copy as button and convert this as per our requirement. So it's better for better understanding. I am going to using our company code.
4444.
Yeah, right, exactly. And here the field status name is field status variant for 444U. That's it. So click on enter once. It is going to be asked either we can only copy the entry or we are going to copying the all the field status groups. Yes, I want to copy all the field status groups. Click on copy all. See how many entries are copied? 48 field
48.
status groups. In SAP, we have a 48 field status groups by default. Okay, continue. See, just a save.
Okay, one question here. So you copied. So SAP has, like you said, SAP has 48 field status group.
Right.
So right now you copied that from IDES. You copied from somewhere. I don't know where you copied from, but So the other ones like 7,000 IDS Brazil, 7788, these are other people's field, right?
Yes, right.
Okay, just like, so either they made it by themselves or they copied it and then they customized it to their requirement.
Right, exactly. We have an option for creating also. If you want to create your own group, you can create. SAP
Okay,
provided 48 groups, but we need additional groups. We can go for new entries. Let us see. Just to save it once. Yeah, data is saved, right? Set 444A and double click on field status groups.
okay,
These groups are copied. Total 48 groups we copied from SAP. So if you need an additional group for your company you need a additional group. Then we can go for new entries and we can create it.
oh, okay,
You can create a group and we can mention all the 70 fields into your as a suppressed modes or a required entry. Like this we can mention all the 70 fields.
okay,
Got an idea now? Having any doubts now?
I'm good.
Yeah. Jishan, it's clear now?
Yes.
Do you have any doubts now? You can ask me.
No, I will ask
Okay.
if I have any.
Okay, fine. See. So like this you can create field status variants, and this field status variant we have to assign to the company code. OBC5 is the transaction code. So company code 444A, and here we can assign the field status variant, say 444A. If you want to assign to the another company code also, we can assign. One field status variant we can assign to the multiple company codes.
Okay.
And next one is create retained earnings account. Retained account is nothing but profit and loss account. Let us see here. See, at the end of the year, this is the account we are going to use at the end of the year, right?
Yeah.
See, at the end of the year, all the balance sheet GLs. See, these balances we are going to transfer to the next year as the same balance as the opening balance. Opening balances to the next year. Let us take for example bank account. In bank account, I have a amount is 10,000 is there. 10,000 is there at this December 31st. So for the next year, this same 10,000 amount we are going to transfer to the next year as the opening balance. All the balance sheet accounts, like all the liabilities accounts and all the asset accounts, same way we are going to transfer to next year as the opening balances. But the profit and loss accounts are there. Profit and loss statement accounts means it's revenue and expenses. These accounts we are going to transfer to one account that is called as a retained earnings account. So this is going to be calculating all the revenue minus expenses, all the income minus expenses. Income minus expenses. So this is going to be calculating either net profit or loss in that year. Profit or loss. Either we get the profit or we get the loss. Net profit or loss. So this amount we can transfer to next year as a reserves and surplus. Got it? So this retaining account we can create under reserves and surplus, and in that account we can show this amount, either profit or loss. So in the next year, this amount will be transferred to the next year as a reserves and surplus. So actually this is account we are using at year-end process, but this is mandatory to assign one account at the time of the implementation itself. At the time of the implementation itself, we have to mention one account number. So same account number we can create it as a retail earnings account while we are creating the GL accounts. That is the concept. Got it?
Can you repeat the last part when you said we have to create the same account?
Yeah. Here we just mention one number.
Yeah, no, I understand. So the income, profit and loss from 1 year goes to the next year as reserves or surplus.
Right.
Yes, I understand.
So for that reason, we can assign one number. Let us assume that any one number. So this is a GL account number I assign. So here we just mention one number. So this same number, while we are creating GL accounts, we have to use for only retail earnings account only. We have to create this number only for retail earnings. We are not going to assign this number for any other accounts.
Okay.
So that is, so now we can see how to assign this number. OB53 is a transaction code. There we are going to assigning one account number. So chart of accounts 444A, continue. See profit and loss statement. Here we can just mention some X, and here we can mention the account number. See, basically all the companies are using this is a number for retail earnings account.
Okay.
All the companies in the real scenario also they are going to using 100 as for is for retail earnings account. Got it? And go for save.
Now what is X here?
X is for some identification. Why? Because this is a special account, right?
Okay.
It's not for all the normal GL accounts. So that's why you can mention the statement as a X. And see, let us see the some message here. Yellow symbol is there. Account is not created in chart of account 444A. This means we have to mention this account only for retail earnings account. We are not going to create any other account, like we don't create share capital. We are not going to use this one as any bank accounts. We are not used for any other accounts like this. Okay, we have to use this account number for only retail earnings account. That's it. Let's say we are getting in yellow symbol, that means it's just a warning message. Click on enter. This should be saved. Company global parameters saved. Understand this?
Yeah.
So the next step is a document splitting method. See, let us see. The next topic is the document splitting. Okay, see here. So before document splitting method, let us see what is the scenario, and after document splitting method, what is the scenario we have. We can see. I'm going to take one example here. See, for example, we have a company here. See, this is our company. So our company 444A. Okay, our company having two different rented buildings in two different business areas. Two different rented buildings. For example, this is rented building 1, rent building 1, and we are using this second rent building 2. For example, this is at assume that this is at Texas, and for example this is at New York. That is at Texas and this is at New York. Let us see. So at the end of the month we are going to pay the rent to this owners, right? This rented owners, we have to pay the rent amount. Let us assume that, for example, here the rented amount is $4,000, and for example here the rented amount is $6,000. Okay, so after we are paying the amount to the rent owners, we have to update the records. Okay, so we can post the transactions like this: rent account, data to bank account. So here we can mention the business area for Texas. How much amount? 4,000. This is the first transaction, we are going to post it. And second transaction, same. Once again, rent account, data to, once again bank account for New York here. So here we can mention the amount 6,000. So this is a method. Like this we can post individual transactions before document splitting is introduced. Before document splitting, but after document splitting we can post the transaction like this: bank account, credit 10,000, and we are going to split the document like this: rent account, debit 4,000 for Texas, and same transaction, once again the rent account hitting for New York. So in single transaction we are going to post two different entries. Got it?
Yeah.
So like this we can post after document splitting. See, before document splitting we are going to post in two different transactions, but after document splitting we posted single transaction, and we are mentioning two different business areas. So not only two, like this we can mention n number of business areas at a time. We can post in single transactions, we can post different transactions like this, either business areas wise, either segments wise, either profit centers wise, either like this we can mention the different things in single transaction. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
See, if you want to activate this one, we have to do one thing: we have to assign all the GL accounts for this document splitting. Then only the document splitting will be activated for all these GL accounts. If you are not assigned all the GL accounts for this document splitting, this is not happen. This is not going to be happen. So that's why we are going to see document splitting also is a one step. Document splitting. There is no transaction code for the document splitting. We just go in a path method. Let us see SPRO SAP reference IMG. Here go for financial accounting new. Here go for GL accounting new. Here go for business transactions. Go for document splitting. See, classify GL accounts for document splitting. Chart of accounts 444A continue. And new entries. Let us see here. We have not created any GL accounts, but we created accounting groups. So those accounting groups we can assign here. See, all the account groups. We created 4 account groups. So those 4 account groups we can assign here. So it's a balance sheet account. Here also. Same category, balance sheet accounts here. And here third one. See, it's a revenue accounts we created. Already we created these account groups. So same account groups we are assigning here. It's a revenue accounts. And then expenses. And that's it. Just go for save. Now we can use the document splitting. Document splitting will be activated now. We can use the document splitting for all these accounts in between
So
these
in a
numbers.
way, the document splitting will be done for all of the GL accounts, because all of the GL accounts or balance sheet accounts, or
Exactly.
all of the GL accounts will be within these four classifications.
Exactly. So that's why we assign all the groups here. So we are going to creating all the GL accounts in between these numbers. Any GL account. For example, any balance sheet accounts we can create like this. And any revenue accounts we can create in between these numbers. And any expense accounts we can create in between these numbers. So automatically document splitting will be activated for all these GL accounts. Okay,
Okay.
save it. So the next step, posting period variance and tolerance groups we can see tomorrow. Okay, actually I have another session is there. So these things we can discuss on Monday.
Okay. Same time on Monday.
Yeah, same time.
So you have another class at after this, in 5 minutes. All is that always, or just today?
Sorry.
You have another class at 9 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah, daily I have it.
Oh, okay. Now I was wondering if we could switch hours to 9 p.m. if Jisan was also okay with it.
What is the time there?
Right now it's 9, so I was wondering if we could start at 9 p.m. On a daily basis. But if you have another class, then
Um,
that's not possible.
so actually that session is already moving on.
Oh,
Already
okay.
40% or 50% is completed there.
That's fine then.
Okay.
That's
It's
okay.
it's not fine with you this timing.
No, I mean it's okay, but I would like to be and a little 1 hour late. So
Oh,
but
okay. I'm sorry, Manoj.
it's
Yeah.
no, it's okay. It's okay. It's not a big problem. I
If
can manage
you
it.
yeah, if you mention before, I will adjust the timings. But I already for your time, your only your purpose, I already shifted them to half an hour earlier. Actually, the
Oh,
session will be started at 8:30. Only
oh,
for your sake. Only for your sake, I